What's going on, YouTubers? Clifford Martin here. I'm just going to do a real quick little video on a couple of guns that I think that everybody should own and why you should own. What I'm going to do is just kind of just go through, show you what I've got, why I have them, and why you should also have something similar to it. First, I'm going to start with your sidearm. This right here, this is a Smith & Wesson 9mm. Very reliable gun. I like 9mm because they're fairly accurate. Hit a target pretty easy at 20 yards, which makes this an ideal gun for intruders or just being in some type of close quarter combat. Also the ammo, at one point in time it was very hard to find. It's now starting to come back, so you can find it just about anywhere. Even Walmart's starting to have the 100 round boxes, you know, Winchester or Remington for, I don't know, 25 bucks give or take a box. So it's starting to come back. I just happen to carry two of them, one on each side. I like to have two just in case something happens. One jams, malfunctions, misfire, whatever. I want to be able to have a backup just in case something like that does happen. Plus, each one of these holds 16 in the clip, one in the chamber, so I'm definitely going to get somebody if I decide to pull these out and have to use them. Next up, just a nice little Smith & Wesson 22 pistol. Good gun. I really got it for my wife. It's nice, lightweight, easy to shoot. She likes this gun a lot better than she likes the 9mm. We've also got the holographic sight on it, which makes it a little easier to hit your target. All you got to do is just put them in the crosshairs and pull the trigger, and you're definitely going to get them. You could also go out and do some varmint hunting with this too. You know, go out, kill you some rabbits, some squirrel. Don't necessarily have to have a rifle to go out and get you a nice little meal. Next up is 12 gauge shotgun. This is an assault tactical shotgun here. It's got ghost sights, it's got the heat shield on it, pump action. Great self-defense gun. Absolutely fantastic. You can also hunt big game with this too if you needed to. But primarily my main reason is self-defense. You don't even really have to be a good shot. All you got to do is point it and pull the trigger, and whatever you're pointing at's going to have a real bad day after that. Next up, got this guy here. This is a Hi-Point 45 rifle. A lot of people don't like Hi-Points. I'm not a big fan of them either, not the handguns anyways, but this rifle right here was one of the first ones that I bought, and I fired I don't know how many rounds through it, countless rounds. I very rarely clean the thing, and it fires just as good as it did the first day I pulled the trigger. I went on ahead and I put a, got the sling on it and got your foregrip on it. I've got a little mag holders here, extra mags, one in here. It's got a little mini ACOG on it. Believe it or not, for a 45, this thing is pretty accurate at 100 yards. 50 yards, spot on. 100 yards, still pretty accurate. You're looking at, groupings within about 6 inches of each other, which is not bad for a 45 at 100 yards. Also, self-defense. You can hunt with it. It's not too heavy. Carry it, throw it over your shoulder. Anything under 100 yards, you're definitely going to hit with this for sure. Even at 100 yards, you're going to hit. Over 100 yards, you'll probably have to adjust your aim a little bit. Next up, this is going to be your standard 5.56 .223 caliber AR-15. Of course, this is the big bad gun, the scary gun, the assault rifle. This right here is for long range, medium range, even if you needed to short range, to be honest with you. I went on ahead and I've thrown a couple of upgrades on this one. I've got my flip up front sight. I've got my True Glow sight on it. These guns here, you could really hit a target at 200 yards. At 100 yards, you're dead accurate. I mean, you could shoot a tennis ball all day at 100 yards with this thing every time you pull the trigger. One thing that I liked about it is the ammo capacity. You know, I mean, of course, it's got the little 30-round mags that come with it. But I went, Academy actually had a sale. They had P-Mags, 42 rounders on sale. So I went and I grabbed me 4 of them. So I've got 4 42 rounders and I've got about 5 30 rounders. So very good gun. Anything at long range, you can go ahead and use this on it. I've also got the foregrip on this one. Also went ahead and put the little bipod on it just in case I got to go ahead and get steady with it. Make sure that you definitely hit your target. You hit somebody with this, they're also going to have a bad day just like they would with the 12 gauge or really any of these, to be honest with you. And last but not least, I've got my HK 416. It's got the angle foregrip on it. Angle foregrips on these are legal. Regular foregrips make it illegal. Also got flip up sights on it. Really, I bought this gun just for fun. This is a fun shooting gun. Everybody's got to have a gun that they like to shoot that's fun. This just happens to be mine. This is a little 20-round mag. I've also got 2 30-round mags. I've got a YouTube video on how quick you could actually go through these. Pulling the trigger, this thing will spit the bullets out just as quick as you can pull the trigger. Not my number one recommendation for self-defense, but I guess if you put 20 or 30 bullets of any kind into anybody, they're probably going to stop what they're doing and leave you alone. So there you go. Guns that I think everybody should have. You got to have your sidearm. Got to have your little pistol for the women. Got to have your rifles for the long distance and medium range. You got to have your 12 gauge for the close-ups, and then of course you just got to have something for fun. So there you go, guys. Hope that you enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe. I've got other videos out there as well too. Leave comments. Tell me what you think. What kind of guns y'all have? What y'all carry and why? I'd love to hear them. Other than that, until next time.